All right, there we go on the vertical side. Oh, let's get going over here on this side. All right, Darren's here. Bud is here saying hello, PAS. Well, we need a win tonight. We do need a win tonight. Agreed. I cannot find the sound. Room menu. Clips. No. Oh, there it is. Media not active, it says. Why not? Yo, Tokes is here. What's up, Tokes? Saying LFG. What's up, buddy? Shay Miller's here. Welcome in, Shay. Braves have been on a 3-game win streak. Darren, can you hear me over on the playback side? Philip Bishop is here saying, what's up, everyone? Let's get this win. Yo, Stoney's here. Let's get this series, get a win streak. Let's start today. Our bullpen's been really good this month. They have like 1-something ERA. Nice. Shay's a Braves fan, but always respectful when he's here. Yes, okay. Toke says, not much, ready for football. The Buccos bucked me. Camden's here saying, let's go Mets. Glubby's here saying, let's go Mets. Let's go. Welcome in once again, everybody. Game 1 here between the Mets and Braves. It'll be Clay Holmes on the mound against Spencer Strider. And for the Braves, it'll be Profar leading off. Olsen will bat second. Baldwin third. Azuna DH and bat fourth. Harris fifth. Albee sixth. Brujan seventh. Alvarez Jr. eighth. And Nick Allen will bat ninth. Gary, Keith, and Ron back in the booth tonight. Coming into this home stretch, Pete Alonso right now is tied with Strawberry for the most home runs in Mets history. So one more and he'll take the lead. Shay saying, let's go Spencer. One day I'll watch meaningful baseball again. Toke says, give him hell, Mets, with the Fonzies in the chat. Boy, John, it's been really hot in good old PA. Wow, yep. Unbelievable today. It got hotter as the day. I know it usually gets hotter as the day, but this morning wasn't too bad. Then by lunchtime it was bad. And then by the end of the day leaving, it was brutal. Edit saying, howdy, everyone. Welcome in, Edits. So the Mets announced today that Montas will pitch out of the bullpen from now on. And they have not made an announcement on Saturday's starter. My guess it's going to be Blackburn is going to be my guess. Paul Blackburn is going to be my guess. My family in PA is getting Florida heat, texting me like, see, it's hot here too. Frank is here. What's up, Frank? Saying greetings, PAS. Welcome back in, Frank. The Met defense tonight, since we already gave the Braves lineup, the Mets defense, it'll be Beatty at third, Lindor at short, McNeil at second, Alonso at first, Alvarez behind the dish, Nimmo in left, Mullins in center, and Soto in right field. Stephen D is here saying hi, everyone. What's up, Stephen? Hey, Mets fan 1 is here on the playback side. What is happening? It was so hot that the patio table at my dad's house had glass on it and shattered the glass. Wow. Frank says he was painting in the heat. Man, he's here saying hello, everybody. Let's go, Mets. Let's take a look at. Oh, I gotta leave that. I gotta leave that one up just in case. Just in case Alonso hits the home run tonight. We gotta leave that one up. Uh-oh. Packers quarterback Love has procedure on left thumb. All right, some of the other games going on here before we get started. The Mariners and Orioles. Mariners have a 1-0 lead there. That's who the Mets will play over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Jonathan's here. What's up, buddy? You must be ill. The Guardians have a 2-0 lead over the Marlins. Phillies and Reds, no score in the third. Twins and Yankees just getting underway. Cubs, Blue Jays. Tigers and White Sox in a rain delay. Pirates and Brewers getting started here at 7:40. Nats and Royals as well. Nats and Royals at 7:40. Rockies and Cardinals. Diamondbacks and Rangers at 8 o'clock. My guy Jack Leiter on the mound tonight, so I'll keep an eye on that. Fitzy's Red Sox going up against the Astros at 8 o'clock. Dodgers and Angels at 9:40. Padres Giants 9:45. And Rays and A's at 10:05. Turn up the apple, LFG. Well, it's been a rough year for, even though they swept us, it's been a rough year for Tokes' Pirates. Maybe we can get him to be a Mets fan the rest of the way. Stoney says, I know it's only preseason, John, but your Jets look pretty good. Mine lost against the Cardinals. Down low, 1-0 on the first pitch, and we're underway. Frank T putting the LFGMs in the chat with the Grimace, Mr. Met, Crickets, and Fonzies. The 1-0 from Holmes. Fouled off at the plate, 1-1. Jonathan. That one outside, 2-1. Come on, he said. I know I say it every time, though, guys. A special shout out to Tokes. When we got monetized here, Tokes was our first ever channel member. Been supporting the channel for a long time, so thank you, buddy. Outside, ball 4, so a lead-off walk. Tokes putting the Grimaces in the chat. Sony saying, I hope Holmes can go at least 5 innings. Runner on first here, nobody out. There's a strike, 0-1. I'll take a look, William. I haven't noticed. Down low, 1-1. Toke says, thank you for always giving me stuff to watch. Happy to see the growth. William, yep, I'll take a look. I haven't noticed yet. Stanley's here saying good evening, John. Mrs. PAS in chat. One and two the count here. Daniel, what's up? Welcome back. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Bernard is here as well. 10th pitch of the inning coming up from Holmes. Down low, 3-2. Throw over to first. Not in time. Yeah, Gary's back from his sabbatical. The 3-2. And that one ripped out to right. And it's over Soto's head. Profar will go to third. And it's second and third. Nobody out. Second and third, nobody out here. Outside, 1-0. And a chopper. That'll get a run in. McNeil over to first, one away. Runner from second goes to third. That'll bring up Ozuna. Raymond saying, let's go, Holmes. Bernard's here saying, let's go, Mets. Let's turn a double play. Jacob's here saying, John, how are you, buddy? All right, Jacob, how are you? They have not announced yet, Stanley. My guess is it's going to be Blackburn. I know I didn't watch Wardy. I did see CP's video. And I believe CP thinks it's going to be Blackburn as well. Even though we'd like to see one of the kids. Fouled off the 1-1. Franks is behind the 8-ball already. Yup. Mets playing the infield in. Already down 1-0. The 1-1. Down low to 2-1. Someone needs to pitch in Holmes' spot too, John. It looks horrendous so far to start this game, Stoney. Swung on a miss. That would have been ball 3. 2-2. Yes. Stones. Fans want prospects. Okay. Promote Tong and AA guys. Well, I mean, that was smart. Because now we can bring up McLean or Sproat. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. 2 away. Harris before the break was batting .210. Since the All-Star break, batting .359. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. Stoney's agreeing. Bernard says, yes, we needed that strikeout. The 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. The 0-2. Bounces it in the dirt. 1-2. 21 pitches so far for Holmes here in the first. The 1-2. Swung on a miss at a ball in the dirt. So Holmes strikes out the last two to limit the damage to 1. We go bottom first. Mets coming up. It'll be Lindor leading off. Soto will bat second. Nimmo third. Alonso fourth. McNeil fifth. Marte will DH and bat sixth. Mullen seventh. Alvarez eighth. And Beatty will bat ninth. Going up against Spencer Strider. Going up against Spencer Strider, who's 5-9 on the year with a 4.04 ERA and 15 starts. 82 and a third innings, averaging 5.5 innings per start. In the defense for the Braves, it'll be Alvarez Jr. at third, Allen at short, Albies at second, Olsen at first, Baldwin behind the dish, Profar in left, Harrison center, and Brujan in right field. Becca's here, saying hello, John. I love y'all, but I don't know how much more of this I can take. Nimmo third with a question mark? Let's put our coldest hitter third, right? I don't get it. Bring up some of the young guys. Shake things up and hope wakes the Mets up. Something needs to be done. Damage avoided, yep. I want to know why the hitting coaches haven't been fired. Honestly. Like, do something. Send some kind of message that this will not be tolerated. Highest payroll in baseball. Raymond says, let's go Lindor, start it, and get that run back. Outside, 1-0. 0 for his last 19. Yikes. Bernard says, good point, John. Somebody needs to be fired. The 1-0. Stoney says, 100% agreed with John. Something needs to happen soon. Michael's R is here saying hi, John. Hi, everyone. Let's go, Mets. Put Holmes in the bullpen and start Sproat or McLean. It'll be interesting to see what they do on Saturday. In for a strike. Oh, no. Called the ball. 2-1. Leo's back saying hello, Mets Nation. Let's start a winning streak against our nemesis, the Braves. LFGM. The 2-1. And a punch the other way. Alvarez bobbles it, but Lindor is out. So no error there. 1 away. That'll bring up Soto. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Yeah, Steven, we'll see. We'll have to see who they announce as the starter for Saturday against Seattle. It's up high, 1-1. Swung on a miss, 1-2. No, I do not think Hefner's a good pitching coach. The 1-2. And that one lifted out the center. Harris, before the track, 2 away. Darren says putting back-to-back lefties in Soto and Nimmo gives Braves matchup advantage when they bring in lefty relievers. Yep. Yo, Big Joe. What's up, Darnell? Nimmo is also 0 for his last 19. So two of your top 3 hitters 0 for 38. Fouled off down the third base side. 0-1. 9 for 22 in his career against Strider. And fouled off 0-2. I'll have to go back and listen. I did not get a chance to listen to Sal today. Up high, 1-2. Fouled off, still 1-2. Jacob, it's playback.tv / PureAdrenaline Sports. All together. PureAdrenaline Sports. No spaces, no dashes. Fouled off, still 1-2. Frank says definitely need to make the pitcher pitch. Nimmo backing Soto again. Yep. The 1-2. Olson's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself. And the Mets go 1-2-3. We go to the second inning. For Atlanta, it'll be Albies, Brujan, and Alvarez. He said I found it. Welcome in, Jacob. Let me just come over. Make sure, Jacob's got it. Defended people like us that knows it now landing on management. We are beyond player issues. What say you? Yeah, this is beyond. This is beyond players. I think and Caps has been saying it for a long time now. I think the players are sending a message. I don't think they like Mendoza. Leo says, John, that's unacceptable from our top guys. I would go 2 for 4 every game myself if I was on the Mets. Every day. Would you? William says, way too many 1-2-3s. I clicked the link Botrex put in the chat. Even pick the players that bring back memories. Max is here. In for a strike, 0-1. How many skippers do we need, John? Miss Butt. I don't know if the players liked him either, though. And that one line. Nice play there by Lindor. Fires over. 1 away. Holmes has retired 4 in a row since giving up that double. The Phillies. Who are we rooting for, guys? Phillies are playing the Reds. Who are you rooting for? Mets should sacrifice a chicken for their hitters like Serrano in Major League Baseball. Popped foul, 1-1. Frank says at this very moment, the Mets have figured out fans in the stands ain't cutting it. John. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Darnell says, John, I've been thinking the same thing. These guys are not playing for him. You can see it. Steven says Phillies. Frank says Reds. Leo says I would root for the Reds right now. Fouled off, 2-2. Where I'm I'm with Steven. I'm rooting for the Phillies in that series. Jake says, I would think the division's less likely to win it. No, we still have 7 games with Philly. That's why I would say Philly right now. But, as I say that, the Reds have a 3-0 lead right now. Outside, 3-2. The Reds, we have more games against. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Jake said, sorry, I meant the Phillies. Looking for Johnson's in a rare form tonight. Fouled off, still 3-2. Frank says Carlos says 29 subs. He says 26. Oh, that one just missed. Ball 4. And they wonder why fans want the ABS system. Stoney says, I'd take the Phillies because Reds are very close to us for the last wild card spot. You prefer the division over the wild card. In for a strike, 0-1. We need to cut into the 6 games, never root for the Phils, and of course take care of their house first. Deal 1. Swung on a mash, 0-2. And that one laced into left field. That'll get him for a base hit. Had him 0-2 and he gives up a single. Leah, welcome in. Leah, thank you for subscribing. Raymond says get 2. Yep, 2 on, 1 out here for Allen. Yes, but it's been a long time. I have not been to the new Yankee Stadium or the new City Field. So that's how long it's been since I've been. And a double play ball, flipped to Lindor over to first, got him 4-6-3. That'll end the top of the inning. Nice ground ball there. And he's just in time. Cap saying, what up, what up, what up. The Mets turn 2 as Cap comes in. Soda says Judge just homered. Nobody cares. But yet, here you are in a Mets live stream talking about Judge. Instead of going to a Yankee streamer. Jonathan says, you're not missing much out in the Bronx, but Citi Field is nice. So coming up for the Mets, it'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Marte. Once again, Alonso tied with Strawberry for the Met all-time home run lead at 252. Raymond says, let's go, Pete. Get something going. I think the Brewers are showing how to create... Oh, sorry, Leo. I think the Brewers are showing how to create a strong team. Very balanced between young players and veterans. We need more youngsters. Can I unblock him? No. I'm not going to unblock him. After the message he sent, I'm not unblocking him, ever. Alonso swings at the first pitch, 0-1. The Mets can't be this bad with all that talent. Cap says, Big John, I needed that day off, and boy, I feel refreshed. Outside, 1-1. Oh, called the strike, 1-2. The 1-2. And Pete drives one out to left. Back towards the corner. It's off the base of the wall. Alonso racing the second, and he stands up. It's a leadoff double for Pete. Thought maybe we were going to get it there. Darren says, I'll root for the Phillies. Reds are closer. Mets and Phillies, and even the division would benefit the Mets. Rest-wise, they usually slump when they have time off. Okay, Pete. Straw wasn't ready. Cap says, I will admit it. It was great that Mrs. Cap's Dodgers lost last night. I can't. Leo, what's his name in the chat? What's his name usually in the chat? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person. My nephews play pro ball, John. The oldest Joshua plays now in AAA affiliate with the White Sox. He hit a walk-off home run on his birthday. Down low. Did he go? No, 1-1. That's cool. I'll take a double right now. How are you doing? We need wins. Let's just... And that one ripped out to right. McNeil, foul. 1-2 the count. No. Right now, I don't know. Whoever the third division is, whoever out of the 3 division winners, the third wild card team plays the worst division winner. So that could be the Dodgers right now. Oh, did the squirrel shave? I didn't notice. The 1-2 to Jeff. That one driven out to right. Oh, that one right at Brujan, and he makes the catch. That'll bring up Marte. That's the Jeff I like to see. Angry Jeff. First pitch to Marte. Right down the middle, 0-1. And Chopper. Alonso will advance. Marte's out at first. 2 away. That'll bring up Mullins. First pitch to Mullins. Outside, 1-0. Yeah, Jonathan's rooting for a gapper now. The 1-0. Raymond saying, let's go, Cedric. Up high, 2-0. Tap that like plus subscribe. It's free. Frank says a respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. She's got her earbuds in. She can't hear me. Down low, 3-0. Why is Gary talking Seinfeld? The 3-0. No, I'm not done with Mullins yet either, but I didn't want him. But now that he's wearing a Met uniform, of course I'll root for him. Always Darren. And a ground ball foul up the first base side, 3-2. Yeah, Jonathan, I wanted Robert as well. Plus, he says he owes you $5,000. Yeah, but I can't do it until after the game. And Mullins, and base hit in the center field, and that'll tie the game. Nope, that's not what I wanted. My computer's going to crash here in a minute. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go, Mullins. Let me see if I can log in real quick. Alvarez takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Down low, one. Oh, called a strike. 1-1. And Alvarez flies one out to right. Back at the track, at the wall, and it's out of here. And the Mets take a 3-1 lead. I'm looking for... Here's Beatty. Outside, 1-0. And Beatty out to left. Profar on the track, jumps, and he makes the catch. But the Mets put up a 3 spot. We go to the third, 3-1. Back to the top of the lineup for the Braves coming up. I'm looking for this person. It says they're blocked on my channel, but they're not. They're not in the list. So of blocked people. So. Let me go through the list again here, guys. I'll get back to the chat here in a second. Well, the person that they're saying complaining is blocked. Oh, maybe it's this one here. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, guys, let me come back over to the chat. Frank said he was still smoking after the hit. I don't know, there wasn't anybody blocked named Hammer, so... Tony saying hi. Welcome back, Tony. Bang. Alvy. Oh, yeah. Danny Zuko. Let's go. Gina's here. There he is. I think that's him, right? Outside, 1-0. Down low, 2-0. Gina's here saying greetings, and that one ripped foul down the first base side, 2-1. Gina says greetings, Mr. and Mrs. PAS. No, but it would still show up in the blocked list if somebody blocked you. Hammer, the Hammer name is not on the blocked list on the channel. Outside, 3-1. Leo says this is refreshing to see. Gina waving hi to everybody in the chat. Outside, ball 4. So Profar has walked both times. Tony saying let's go Mets. Gina almost saw history. Almost. Cap says Mets don't let up. In for a strike, 0-1. If this is going to become the topic of conversation here, Elkins, you're going to be gone again. That's not what I'm here for. Snowman checking in with a snowman raid incoming. Pickoff throw down to first, not in time. 1-1. Astros game tonight? Yes, at the same time. I don't know if the Mets deserve the special name until they win. What up, Fitzy? Fitzy, you got the Sox tonight? Bounce down low, 2-1. Olsen doubled his first time, but was stranded at third. by 3 people crossing the plate. Yup, in 15 minutes, says Fitzy. Listen up, Mets. You have permission to score in the rest of the innings tonight. Oh, that one just missed. 3-2. Turn 2 here, says Raymond. Caps, don't laugh at me, man. It just encourages me. Profar's going, fouled off. We'll do it again. Mullins hit a bloop 2-out single to score Alonso, and then Alvarez smashed a 2-run homer. The 3-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Alvarez throws it wide, so a stolen base down at second, but one away. Right, Jonathan? Please don't start walking, people. Darren said, we kind of saw history. A Met hitting a home run with somebody on base. Fitzy with the Pepto in the chat. And a ground ball. Lindor, he goes to third. And they have the runner hung up between second and third. And the throw back to second is in time. Double play! I don't even know how to... That's going to be a fielder's choice. That's a fielder's choice because he would have been safe at first, and he's out trying to go to second. We go bottom 3. Still 3-1. I got the Brets winning tonight. I mean Mets. Fitzy will never let me live that down. Double play, buddy. FC in and out. Yep. Gina says, watching quietly looks like a great game. Still have to replace the bad phone. Raymond says that's how it's done. Thank you, Atlanta, says Darren. Let's go Mets defense. I like that. Yeah, that's what it is, Jonathan. Baldwin is safe on his fielder's choice. The runner's out at third, 6-5. And then Baldwin's out, trying to advance to second. Take a look at some other games going on right now. Mariners still with that 1-0 lead over the O's. Once again, back to the top of the lineup here for the Mets. Guardians up 3-0 over the Marlins. Reds up 3-0 over the Phillies. Yankees up 4-1 over the Twins. Blue Jays up 1-0 over the Cubs. Tigers and White Sox still in a rain delay. Brewers up 1-0 over the Pirates. Nats and Royals no score in the first, and Rockies and Cardinals in a rain delay as well. And what is it? It's a 4. I think it's a 4-5 on the out at second. It is. It's a 4-5. Fouled off at the plate. 1-0. Darn rain. Been raining all day here, says Fitzy. Inside. 1-1. Cap says, I knew I should have bet 1.5 over. Double play. Hate double guessing myself. Yes, Jacob. Yes, I am. And Lindor rips one out to right. But right at Brujan, one away. Oh, we gained another sub there. That's 5 so far tonight. Welcome in. Yeah, why is he still hitting leadoff is beyond me. Maybe we'll get lucky. He'll hit home runs here. Bounce in the dirt, 1-0 to Soto. I honestly think it's because Soto doesn't want to bat leadoff. I think they asked him, and I think he said no. And I don't want Soto leading off either, so even though he gets on base a lot. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. And a ground ball to second. Albies has got it over to Olsen, 2 away. That'll bring up Nimmo. He grounded out to first his first time. In for a strike, 0-1. I'd rather see Lindor hitting 5th and Vientos actually getting a shot in the 2-hole. But then who you put in leadoff? Maybe Mullins? Outside, 1-1. I'm surprised that Strider isn't looking that good. Hey, he hasn't looked good at all this year. I mean, I don't want to say not at all, but he's 5-9 with over a 4 ERA. Laura's back. What's up, Laura? Saying hi all. The 1-1. And that one blooped out to left center. And that'll fall in. A 2-out single for Nimmo will bring up Alonso. Alonso doubled his first time and scored the first Met run. Michael says, John, I was thinking Mullins for leadoff too. Dirty Dom says he's been subscribed for 2 years. Thank you, Dirty Dom. LD, yep. Oh, those Rico Bronias were pretty good. And Pete drives one out to right center field. Back towards the corner. And it's out of here. Pete Alonso breaks the all-time Mount home run record. There it is, everybody. Pete Alonso. Now the Met all-time home run leader. 253. And the Mets have a 5-1 lead. He sits alone atop. It's on SNY, Rory. Let's go. On-field delay. They'll do a little bit celebration here. If anybody's interested, that little logo I made that little logo that's on the screen there in our new merch shop. I posted the link there, guys, if you guys are interested in a t-shirt with that on it. Help support the channel that way. I'll post it on the... I'll get it on the playback side as well. Awesome stuff, everybody. No, went into the bullpen. And McNeil flies one out to left. Profar, the the Mets aren't even showing it. Let's get that off the screen there for everybody. Nope, it landed in the bullpen. Watch, I'm telling you. And a lot of you guys have been saying it. The pressure on him to pass Strawberry. Now the pressure's off. Pete's going to get hot now. And swung on a miss, 1-2. Kite says, what a moment. Down low, 3-2. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Did the Mets pick up a half game, whether it's the Reds or the Phils that lost? Everyone, you saw history. It's off. It's off now. Postseason now, boys. Straw happy. Now make us happy, boys. And McNeil fouls it off. And a grounder foul. We'll do it again. Forget the Phillies. No, how? When we have 7 games left against the Phillies. They suspend. No, they're back. It's back, Jonathan. Outside, ball 4. Ben Starr, welcome in. I hope the Mets get hot for the rest of the season starting today. Marte swings and misses 0-1. The only thing Pete is missing now is a World Series ring. 3-run jack. All right. These guys are given other opportunities to come back in. Prove they're not worthy of hanging on this channel. You can go bye-bye again. We ask that you be respectful. You can't do that. You don't need to be here. So 3-run jack. Thanks for subscribing. But goodbye. The 0-2 to Marte. And that one lined in the right field. That'll get in for a base hit. Oh, with 2 outs. 2 out and nobody on. Sometimes all it takes is one game to go on a 7 to 8 game win streak. Maybe today, if they hopefully hold this lead, we'll start that streak. Amazing, isn't it? What? And I keep unblocking people to give them chances, and they... sometimes I should just... I had a gut instinct to block somebody the first time. I should just leave it at that. Both New York fan bases should be excited for the upcoming football season. The Giants, well, as a Jet fan, I know my Jets are only going to win 5 or 6 games. 7, 8, maybe if they get a couple breaks. Giants are going to be bad. Raymond says, come on, Mullins. Wow, some spirited play. Love it. Mullins takes a strike, 0-1. It hasn't hit Alonso. He's the club home run champ. Oh, I think Pete might get the day off tomorrow after some adult beverages. Fouled off, 0-2. Cap says, I think the Jets will lead the NFL in rushing with Fields and Hall. Stop. If you think the Giants are going to be decent this year, stop. And how did Rob get unblocked? Rob, funny, Rob saying something to people when he's the one that acts the same way. DO2. Bounced in the dirt, 1-2. Yeah, Miller time. I don't know. So it landed in the bullpen, so I'm sure the team got it back to him to get it authenticated. Swung on a miss, and the inning is over. But the Mets had two more on the Alonso 2-run homer. We go to the fourth. It's 5-1 Mets. Let's make this our spark. I'm sorry I can't keep up with the chat, everybody. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to clear either, Jonathan. I want to know how my call was, because I didn't think it was going. Caps, if you're still here, is there any way you can hop on to the playback side real quick? Good call. Could tell, plus, but then you nailed it. Michael says call was awesome. I did not clip it either, so I'll have to go back and listen. Not foul, but a two-bagger, I thought. Yep. What is your number? What do you mean, Tony? Like I was saying earlier, as crazy as this sounds, I'd put Alvarez in the leadoff hole. He's got a 950 OPS. I don't need an OPS. I need a on-base percentage in the one spot. There's a strike, 1-1. No, you cannot have my number. Why would you need my number? There's the bat that got authenticated. Outside, 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. Ozuna's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Christopher says, let's have a great vibe. Beat the Braves this week. Things can change in a hurry. Down low, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. The 2-0. And that one grounded, base hit in the right field. Harris with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Albies. No. Elkins, he's got too many pitches. That one ripped foul down the first base side. Active player. Wilmer Flores. Oh, Conforto. No, I have not heard any updates on McLean. I think it's going to be Blackburn, guys, so don't get your hopes up for one of these young kids coming up. That one ripped foul, 1-2. The bullpen's already worn down, Jake, but yes, the starters need to go deeper in the games, but yeah. And nice diving stop by Lindor, but everybody's going to be safe. Jonathan, it's his nickname. Don't blame me. I know we every few days we bring this up. Has anybody seen Cope? Michael R says we need Lady Lover back. Let's go. Mets are back. No, don't go with that, Neymar. They had a 5-0 lead last game, so no. Who's your favorite Mets player? All time or currently? Yeah, I know, but like he disappeared from everybody. Here's Brujan. Fouls one off, 0-1. Currently, Sports Bros. Pete Alonso is my favorite current Met on the roster. And all-time, Keith Hernandez is my all-time favorite Met. Growing up playing Little League, I wanted to be Keith Hernandez. Realize is back. What's up, Realize? Yep. Elkins knows. John's favorite player is Keith Hernandez. Yep. Yeah, 16 straight days. Yep. And that one popped foul, 0-2. Yes, you think it's strange. Yeah, it's just strange. Like, he hasn't been on any of the other streamers either. Yo, that guy looked like Bon Jovi. Down low, 1-2. Phillies are down 5-0. Oh, now it's 6-0. Up high, 2-2. Off the plate, 3-2. Oh, Sox and Astros have started. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4, that'll load the bases. Come on, dude. Your team gave you a 5-1 lead. What are you doing? Gina says, wow, me too, Mr. John. Love Keith and Hojo. Mets playing better with Steve Cohen in the building. Did you all not realize they had a 5-0 lead on Sunday? So what do you mean playing better? You like a DH catcher. What? How about trying to come up with a clearer thought next time, Christopher? Yeah, right, Jonathan? Raymond says, need 2 here. Let's go. Fouled off, 0-1. Holmes does this BS every game, says Leo. Yep. Down low, 1-1. The 1-1. And that one driven out to left center field. Nimmo on the run will not get there. That's going to score at least 2. And the Braves' bottom of the lineup. I mean, Brujan's been on base both times. Now Alvarez has had a single and a double. And here comes Allen. Up and in, 1-0. So the Mets had the off day yesterday to help reset the bullpen, and Holmes isn't going to be able to go 5 innings today. But let's not bring up any of the kids to see how they can do. 2-0 here. That ball should have been caught. Inside 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1. It's a disease we can't get beyond 4 innings. Agreed. This is bad. The 3-1. There's a strike, 3-2. And he got the first batter out. That's why everybody that was saying coming in, oh, the Mets get this one. Did you not watch last game when they had a 5-0 lead? Down low, ball 4. That'll load the bases back up. 5 straight batters have reached. And Soto getting warmed up. I mean, he's at 76 pitches here. No, apparently not, Leo. Mets in the 4th inning just don't mix. Here's Profar, who's walked both his times up. In for a strike, 0-1. Down low. Oh, called a strike, 0-2. Down low, 1-2. Guys, you guys keep repeating the same thing over and over. I'm not the one that can make the call. Was Soto overpaid? I don't care. It's not my money. Terry says, I just left the chat room for a minute and it's 5-3. Yup. Cares if Soto's overpaid. Popped up. Foul. 1-2 still. Don't care about money. Production's a different story. I mean, he's batting .265. He got 28 home runs. I don't think my stats are correct. The 1-2. And a ground ball at second. McNeil bobbles it. Oh, and they caught him out at second. A run will score. 2 away. I thought he was safe at second. Are the Braves going to challenge us? Whoa, wow. He's out. But a run scores. Runner's on the corner. Double clutch and still got him. Yep. They weren't turning 2 there, though. On the outside corner, 0-1. Up high, 1-1. I'm telling you, Gary just said that. I'm telling you, do not be surprised if it's Blackburn making the start on Saturday. That one lined out to left. Nimmo on the run, and he's not going to get there. Second and third here. We're tied up at 5. Yo, Rising Rhinos here. Let's go, buddy. You just missed it. Mets had a 5-1 lead to start this inning. It's now 5-5. Yeah, now you take them out, right? Yep. Every time, Jake. Every time the Mets get a lead, the pitching falls apart. Have to waste an arm to get one out. Yep, in the 4th inning, Caps. No, Gary didn't say Blackburn. Gary said one of the young studs. But I'm telling you, it's going to be Blackburn. Don't be surprised when it's not one of the young studs. Because to call up one of the young studs, you're going to have to DFA somebody. Because you got to make room on the active 40-man roster. It's not just sending somebody down and calling somebody up. None of those guys are on the active roster. What happened? Jeremy Hefner's overrated. They already said they're not DFA in Montas. He's got a 2-year contract. It's not going to be McGill either. Outside 1-0. Outside 2-0. To 2-0. There's the strike. 2-1. Outside 3-1. They make it close to get a lot more subs. Get a lot more nonsense in the chat. Yep, that contract is horrendous, Leo. There's a strike. 3-2. To 3-2. And a grounder. Lindor behind the second base bag. over the first. That'll retire the side. But the Braves put up a 4 spot, sending 9 men to the plate. We're tied up at 5 going bottom of the 4th inning. 8, 9, and 1 for the Mets. Alvarez, Beatty, and Lindor. Tuscaloosa, welcome in. Different day, same story. Every opening day Brave starter is on the 60-day IL. Oh, thank you guys so much. A couple of you went over there and purchased a couple t-shirts. Thank you for that. The Braves, right, Jonathan? Raymond says, let's get runs. Let's go. League, goodbye. Thank you for subscribing long enough to use some foul language in the chat. But we don't talk like that here. Michael says, big inning coming up. I can feel it. Well, let's hope so. Offense has got to respond again. Leo says, nobody fears the Mets anymore. It seems, yep. Up high, 1-0. Because they know if the Mets have a 5-run lead, that the pitching's going to give it up. The 1-0. And chopped foul, 1-1. Let's get some grimace magic going. Yeah, team's not scared of us. Same old, same old. Right, Steven? And a ground ball foul, 1-2. Alvarez hit a hit a 2-run shot his first time. Seems like every game we build the lead. We do. And the bullpen or the starters blow it. Just swung at a ball. Come on, dude. You couldn't hit that with a oar. That'll bring up Beatty, who flew out to left his first time. 5 runs should win you a game. Exactly. Scrubs and stripes. Michael saying, come on, Beatty. The 0-1. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. Buster says the Clay Holmes experiment is over. It might be time to put him in the bullpen for the rest of the year, too. And a chopper, Beatty. Albies has got it over the first, 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup here. We'll bring up Lindor. He's 0 for 2. Buster says the Clay Holmes experiment is over. Blowing leads for fun. Could be. There's a strike 0-1 to Lindor. And Lindor pushes a bunt, and that'll be an infield single. Maybe the eighth. Sometimes all it takes is a little base hit to get you going. That ends as 0 for 20. That'll bring up Juan Soto. But two people bought the Alonso T-shirt. Let me know what colors you got. Yeah, I don't know, Jake. That's a good question. They just can't call up a rookie. They're not on the active 40-man roster, so they're going to have to DFA people. Who's going? Y'all act like it's just calling people up. Okay, DFA like 5, he says. Who? If Young's still on the 40-man roster, I DFA him. Down low, 2-1. I'm not DFAing Taylor. No. Why? James S says need a Soto shot. Lindor with a big lead. Strider steps off. DFA Stanek, okay. That's an idea. But somebody will pick him up. A playoff team will pick him up because he's good in the playoffs. I don't know why he stinks in the regular season. The 2-1 to Soto. Outside, 3-1. Yeah, well, they're not going to DFA Nimmo with that contract. They should. I agree with Jonathan, but they're not gonna. The 3-1. Down low, ball 4. That'll bring up Nimmo. Take Acuna off the 40-man roster. Well, so you're giving Acuna away for nothing, Leo. Up high. Ooh, called a strike. 0-1. Christian Slater wearing a Met cap. The 0-1. Bounce in the dirt. Nice play there behind the dish. Nimmo overdue for a bomb. I believe Nimmo's going to come around. I don't. This is the same exact Nimmo we saw the second half of last year. Hey, I hope I'm wrong. The 1-1. And fouled off 1-2. Lefty Austin Cox getting warmed up in the Brave bullpen. The 1-2 to Nimmo. Strider deals. And Nimmo driven one out to right. Brujan back to the track at the wall. It's out of here. Nimmo crashes a 3-run homer. John Smith saying, let's go. Knew it. Finally, says Gina. Nimmo's free falling. About damn time, Nimrod. It's about time. Good job. I'll criticize him more often, says Frank. That'll bring up Pete. Bouncing the dirt. Once again, Pete's last at bat. He hit the home run to become the Met all-time home run leader. If you're on the YouTube side, that pin link in the chat is the t-shirt that's got that logo on it. If you want to support the channel by buying some merch. And Alonso crushes one out to right. Bruhan on the track will make the catch. That'll end the inning. But the Mets add 3 more. 8-5 as we head to the 5th. And it's only the 5th. Wow, yep. 4 players for 20 homers, yep. Hey, we got us a ball game. He said, damn track. So finally some offense. Not for nothing, he's not good and not really helping us. Who's not? Who's not good and not helping us? 8 runs should be enough with the arms we have in the pen. Mets need to be careful in holding the lead because no lead is safe. I take my criticism back, Nimmo. That's what we expect from you. Wow, right runs. Now we're playing with fire. Had my heart skip a beat on that last call. We need some shutdown innings. We need some shutdown innings. Let's go. Another off speed to a lefty. Let's go. They need about 10 to 12 runs for me to feel confident. I don't know, Caps. I don't keep up to date on that kind of stuff. Yo, DJ Jimmy is here saying, how is everyone? Looks like the offense is going now. Looks like pitching is now an issue. Be nice to have both at the same time. But is it safe? No, it is not. Rhino says they got this. Mets are back on top. We have 2 shutdown guys who are just not shutting down. Ooh, inside 1-1. When was the last time the Mets hit 3 home runs? Sunday? But they were on Sunday, they were all solo shots. Tonight they've all been with runners on base. Alvarez hit a 2-run shot, Alonso a 2-run shot, and Nimmo a 3-run shot. Ooh, up high, 2-2. Soto thought it was a strikeout. And that one popped up out the shallow right. Soto will make the catch, 1 away. Jonathan, dude. I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, nice diving stop by Pete, but the ball rolls away. I'm going to give him an infield single there. That was a nice diving attempt. But I'll give him the infield hit. Jimmy says excellent effort, though. Yep. I'm trying to type and be professional. You don't have to be professional on the playback side. Fouled off 0-1. And that one ripped. Base hit in the right field. Nimmo will come over to cut it off to keep Harris at second. Oh, always, Jonathan. Always. Agreed. Beanie Baby Gaming is back. What's up, Beanie Baby Gaming? Saying go Braves. Frank says extreme respect to my PAS friends and family. And that one driven out to center. Mullins back before the track will make the catch. 2 away. Harris will tag and go to third. Mets SNY broadcast right now talking about that the Mets can't wait too much longer to make these decisions with what they're going to do with the rotation and I feel that Vientos is a wasted spot. Right now, I agree, but got to keep Vientos for next year for the DH spot. Because Marte won't be back. Yeah, exactly, Elkins. DH. Well, I don't mind giving a day off for Marte. 2 out, 2 on here for the Braves. Soto deals. In for a strike, 0-1. No, that is not Gina. That's Sharon that informs us that Soto was signed on her birthday. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. I was just looking at Channel 7 News, John, and the breaking news alert came across, and it was Pete Alonso's home run. Well, it's a big moment in Met history. And the only reason it's Alonso breaking it now over Strawberry is because Wright wasn't able to finish off his career strong. Because he would have passed Strawberry. In for a strike, 1-2. I mean, Wright was only 10 behind, and what he missed, like 5 or 6 years, right? I mean, his career was cut short. Yeah, exactly. Jonathan says Wright would have done it, but he got hurt. And that one popped up. McNeil, shallow right field, will make the catch. We go. We're halfway through. It's 8-5 Mets. Okay. You ever heard of a sophomore slump? Strawberries had that record since May 3rd, 1988. Austin Cox will be the new pitcher here for the Braves. It'll be McNeil, Marte, and Mullins coming up. Mets up by 3. History in the making call by PAS. Respect. Jonathan. My whole career at Roxbury High School was a sophomore slump. Roy says he was 9 years old. The first pitch. Down low, 1-0. Mullins made the turn. He's playing better. Yes, he is. And McNeil pops one out to right. Foul territory. It'll go out of play. 1-1. But his numbers are way below. Okay. Well, one thing is he's not playing all the time because of the slump. Celia's here saying, hey all. Now let's see if the Mets can actually hold the lead for once. How the Yankees doing tonight, Celia? I saw they were up 3-1 or 4-1 maybe. I don't know what this means with these jewels here. But thank you. Beanie Baby. Thank you. Going out to the rocket launch. Swung on a miss. 1-2. Agreed. Caps. Mullins is playing better. You guess you're the old head? Cincinnati has a 6-0 lead over the Phillies. Swung on a miss. 1 away. Thank you again, Beanie Baby. Appreciate that. GG's. Outside, 1-0. Marte faked the bunt. I don't know. I asked. That's why I asked Celia. I don't know what the Yankees did tonight. They were up. Last time I saw it, they were up. It was either 3-1 or 4-1. It's 5-1 now. And it fouled off 2-1. Never comfortable unless they score 10 plus. Oh, he went 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Thank you, Rory. Well, I was asking Celia because she's a Yankee fan. Called strike 3. TBs have to stop showing the angle from the umpire's backside, please. That was called strike 3. From the angle they showed, it didn't look like a strike. No, we're not. We have a 2-game lead over Cincinnati, Caps. Frank says tap that like plus subscribe button. Let's go. We've gained 12 new subscribers so far tonight. We're halfway through. Down low, 2-0. Yes, it would be down to a 1-game lead, correct. And that one lined into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Mullins heads to second, slides in for a double. Nice. Mullins 2 for 3 right now for tonight. Starting to break out of it a little bit. Phillies down 6-0. Yep. Yeah, I'll take it. He said maybe Mullins can launch one. Well, he hit one into the gap. Mr. Matt, maybe I can teach. He said, what about the fans? Yeah, maybe I could teach one of them. Here's Alvarez. He's 1 for 2. That one was a 2-run home run. Down low, 2-0. Love to see Alvarez crank another one. That's called hustle, says Frank. Way to go, Mullins. Let's bring him around. The 2-0. Inside, 3-0. Yeah, you're up by 3 runs. Give him the hit sign. And that one laced out to right center field. And that ball is off the base of the wall. Mullins will score. Alvarez into second base. Back-to-back 2-out doubles gives the Mets a 4-run lead. No way, is that true? 3, 4, 5. All 9 Met runs have been with 2 outs. And Beatty up the middle, base hit. Alvarez around third and he'll score, and it's 10-5. Yeah, the Brewery, that is, yeah, I just looked. Gary said it. And I'm like, no. But no, it's all with 2 outs. Back up to Lindor at the top. He's 1 for 3 with a infield bunt single and a run scored. Michael R says, Beatty, my boy. I think no. When the final out is recorded, that's when we'll win. Added on LFGM. Jonathan says, okay, we need this. Nice clutch hitting, says Jimmy. fouled off 0-2. Oh, you did say may win. My bad. Outside 1-2. Nice to see our offense out tonight, but we need to play like this for a few weeks to get back to where we were before. Buster, don't care. Fouled off 1-2 still. And that one lined out to right. Bruhan is over before the track will make the catch. That'll retire the side, but the Mets add on 2 more. We go to the 6th inning. It's 10-5. Joe says, hello, everyone. Let's hope we can build on this. Come over and check. Oops. And then as soon as I do it, it changes. Hagenman will be the new Met pitcher here. It's nice to see a breakout game by the offense. Just needs to become consistent. This is zeros. I'll have to order myself a t-shirt, but I'm not sure. Oh, the Met blue one looks good. Cap says, let's save some runs for tomorrow. That's what this is going to have to do. Score lots of runs every night because of the pitching. Hagenman, first pitch is outside, 1-0. I wasn't smoking, but my tuxedo cat hissed. On the outside corner, 1-1. Set the tone for this series. The Brewers look like they're going to win their 11th game in a row. Okay, and they'll fall apart in the playoffs again. Jimmy says, wow, congrats, Jimmy and Mrs. Jimmy. Swung on a miss, 2-2, celebrating 22 years of marriage. James says, come on, defense, let's go, Mets. Called strike 3, got him looking. 1 away. Swung and missed, 0-1. Oh, when was... That's hit out to right. Soto back right before the track. 2 away. Oh, when was the last time a Met hit 3 home runs? Oh, that I couldn't tell you. Inside, outside corner, 0-1. To me, it'd be McLean. McLean would be my first call up, then Sproat. Nurse Carla's going into work. Says, let's go Mets. Nurse Carla, have a good night at work. Fouled off at the plate, 1-2. Oh yeah, Schwellenbach, yeah. Oh, hit a 3-run homer. Oh my goodness. John needs to learn how to read. Lindor 3. What's that mean, Lindor 3? Lindor was the last person to hit 3? Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Hageman with a 1-2-3 inning. We go bottom 6, still 10-5 Mets. I'm really not trying. It writes itself. Cap says, I remember Lindor hit 3. Now before or after, no clue. Yeah, I don't remember Lindor hitting 3. But that's alright. Up to 17 watching on the vertical side, but 25 likes. Thank you everybody over there for hitting that thumbs up. On the big side, we have 126 people watching and 53 likes. Boo. Oh, the Chop House homer. Yeah, that was a 3-run shot, right? Well, no, there had to be one this year, no? I don't know. Frank, that wasn't the question. It was I misread it. Sure would be nice to get 2 or more innings from Hagen. Chop House, yep. Soto, Nimmo, and Alonso coming up. We don't care. We want to know if he's the last one to do it. Last New York Met to hit a grand slam. Well, that had to be Nimmo, no? No worries, Frank. You're good. Coca-Cola Corner? Oh, Coca-Cola Corner is definitely cooler. Down. Ooh, called a strike, 0-1. DJ Jimmy says Mets could use a 10-game winning streak. But that's wishful thinking. Down low, 1-1. Soto hasn't hit a 3-run homer, I don't think. Soto, seed guy's there with you? He's not at City? And a chopper up to first base. Second baseman's got it. Albies over to first, 1 away. But don't need to worry about the Mets in any inning because Mets have scored in every inning. Well, no, not in the first inning with 2 outs. The Mets have scored in every inning but the first inning. Outside 1-0. That was weird. And a chopper to second. Albies has got it. Over to first, 2 away. So that'll bring up Pete Alonso. Once again, everybody, Pete Alonso in his second at-bat tonight became the Mets' all-time home run leader with his 2-run home run, passing Darryl Strawberry at 253. So congrats to the Polar Bear. Once again on the YouTube side, the pin link. And Alonso crushes one out to center field. Back at the track, at the wall, and it's out of here. 254. The Mets have scored all 11 runs with 2 outs tonight. I don't have a 254 logo, guys. I'm sorry. Polar Bear going on a tear. Exactly. McNeil swung on a miss, 0-1. Glubby says, we're so back. Hey, curtain call for the Polar Bear. Frank says, bang. Great call, Mr. John. A classic. Outside, 2-1. Pete up to 90. Did they say 96 RBIs? The 2-1. Up and in. 3-1. Joe. Yep. Down. Oh, called a strike. 3-2. Yep. 96 ribeyes. The 3-2. And that one ripped, but right at Albies. Nice scoop there over the first. That'll retire the side. But the Alonso solo shot gives the Mets an 11-5 lead heading to the 7th. Oh, Frank says he thought 97 ribbies. Secret is don't listen to Chavez. Right? That's what the Mets need to do. The players. They just need to be like, listen, we're not listening to you. When we don't listen to you, we score a bunch of runs. Yo, CP's going to be live for postgame. I'll redirect everybody over to him. Hopefully the Mets hang on for this one and we can spam those W's in the chat. Once again, if you are new here, my name's John. I go live for every Mets game. Then we'll cover... Well, last year the Mets made it to the NLCS before they were eliminated, so I didn't cover the World Series. Wish I now... Then after I didn't, I'm like, I should have. But yeah. We'll cover baseball all the way up and through the World Series. We mix in some NFL games as well. Once the Flyers season starts, we'll mix in some Flyers, Penn State football, St. John's basketball. Here's your check, he said. Technically, Pete just broke the Mets record again. Correct. Every time he hits one, he's breaking in the record again. Yeah, that's what he's whispering. Do the opposite of what Chavez tells you. So at the beginning of each month as well, I hand out 10 free channel memberships. So make sure you are subscribed to be awarded one of those. We already given out August memberships. So September we'll do it again. Yeah, maybe we get to see Pete do it tonight, right, Steven? Swung on a miss, 1-1. Oh, Chavez to take credit, no doubt. Yep. Raymond says, let's go, Hagenman. And that one popped up. Foul territory, Alonso coming over. And he'll make the catch, one away. Yo, Caps gives out 10 memberships. Let's go. Robert W. got one. Thank you, Caps, so much for giving out. Oh. Let me put this up on the screen. There we go. Caps with the 10 gifted. Let's go, Polar Bear. Final in Cincinnati. The Reds beat the Phillies 6-1. Dandelion. Marlin. O-Town. Nice. Let's go. If you guys want to be eligible for those kinds of free memberships, make sure you are subscribed under the little gifted thing in the chat. There should be a thing to make sure you have gifted subs on. Inside, 3-1. Way to go, Alonzo, says James S. Thank the Polar Bear. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So, 1 out walk. That'll bring up Harris. He's 2 for 3. Frank says, much respect to Daniel Caps. Can our bullpen hold them? I'm hoping. Yeah, don't forget, the Mets are on Sunday Night Baseball this week. It's the Little League game from out here in Pennsylvania. And a grounder to second. McNeil goes to second for 1. The turn got him. Double play. Oh, they called him safe. I don't know about that. No, he was safe. The Mets will not challenge. You're coming to Bloomsburg. Outside, 1-0. It was close, but he was barely safe. Yep. Cincy winning's good news. Cutting into Philly's lead for the division is the what? Goal. Oh, goal. Thank you, Michael. Tickets are pricey. The 1-1. And that one popped up. Mullins, before the track, will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stand up and stretch, everybody. We go bottom 7. That'll be Marte, Mullins, and Alvarez coming up. Cap says, just trying to help the channel grow. Thank you, Big John, for your dedication. Yo, William with the $5 super chat. Thank you, William. Appreciate you going 800 a night. It's, yeah, well, that's cheap. I thought, because when I looked, it was more than that. Marte, Mullins, and Alvarez coming up. So thank you to Caps for the $10 or 10 gifted subs, and then William with the $5 super chat. William, make sure you put a comment in, or was it a super sticker? And it's not telling me. Let me come over to the chat and look. Oh, it was a super sticker. Thank you. I can't see what he's doing there. He dropped the mic. He says, yeah, it's too expensive. I'll be here instead. I'll go to the DC game. James says, okay, offense, let's go. James, or Jonathan, what game are you, out of the 3-game set, which one are you going to? The day game? Oh, the second game. That's a 6:40 start time, I think. Marte takes a strike, 0-1. And a chopper to third. Nice play by Alvarez. 1 away. That'll bring up Mullins. He's 2 for 3 today. A single and a double. Scored both times. Played some nice defense tonight as well. Grounded to second. Over to first. 2 away. William says, every homer's a new record. Where did this one land? Left center field. So I believe a fan caught this one. Bounce in the dirt, 1-0 to Alvarez. Alvarez is 2 for 3 tonight as well. Hit a 2-run homer. Has an RBI double. 3 RBIs tonight for Alvarez. And Alvarez lifts one out to left field. Back to the track at the wall. And that ball's out of here. All 12 runs with 2 outs. Laura says, hopefully Pete and the team can celebrate wholeheartedly. Chai says, it's been a while since we've had a lead like this. It feels nice. How long do you think we should re-sign Pete for in the offseason? I don't think they're going to re-sign Pete. El Troll hit El Homer. And Beatty crushes one out to right center field. And that ball's out of here. 6 home runs for the Mets tonight. Luck's not only back to back, but belly to belly also. Hitting homers like a souvenir night. Lounge says beating up on the Braves really does turn our frowns upside down, doesn't it? Gina says, sweet, I was driving. Here's Lindor. Alvarez and Beatty are 8 and 9 hitters, 6 RBIs tonight. There's a strike, 1-1. Alvarez. Wow, where was his power the last 2 weeks? Beatty, my boy. I can't believe it was just 5-5 2 innings ago. No. Close, though. It was 3 innings, but still close, John. Yeah, right? Remember? We were all getting a little worried at 5-5, right? And fouled off by Lindor, 2-2. Yeah, it was 5-5 in the 4th inning. Yes, I did know. I follow Steve. I get Steve's notifications on my Twitter. There's not many people I have their notifications sent to my phone. Uncle Steve's one of them. No, not Steve Gelbs. No, I do follow Steve Gelbs on Twitter, but I don't get his notifications. Outside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk will bring up Soto. Soto's 0 for 3 with a walk. Yeah, exactly, Kite. I had every reason to be worried. Hopefully we keep this power surge and make it a long run of wins. Best person saying hi. Yonker says this is the kind of game we desperately needed. We're getting a mound visit. Are we getting a pitching change? Oh, they might put a... Yeah, every Met run tonight, Rory, has been with 2 outs. Marte grounded out to 3rd, Mullins grounded out to 2nd, and then Alvarez and Beatty went back-to-back on solo homers. Who? Yeah, Raymond. But that's exactly what the first thing we're going to look for, right? Who's he? I don't know, Jonathan. 7? I think we looked this up earlier in the year because this is like the 3rd or 4th time the Mets have hit 6 home runs. It's either 7 or 8. I remember the one game in 2015 in Philadelphia they hit 7. Awesome stuff, everybody. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry, John. It's pure glory. Beating on Atlanta. Yup. Always. 8 in Philly. Cespedes hit to the 8th. Thank you, Joe. Hey, Charles is here. What's up, Charles? Sorry, I'm late. He says, no worries, Charles. You are here now. Hopefully things are okay. Outside 2-0. Hopefully things are okay there for you in paradise. And that one pulled, base hit in the right field. Soto's first hit of the game. Lindor will go to third. That'll bring up Nimmo. Nimmo is 2 for 4 tonight. Singled and scored a run. Hit a 3-run home run. Pete hit his second home run. Yes, he did. So the first home run broke the Mets record, and then the second home run broke the. So each Alonso home run continues to break the Met record. Charles says, "What a way to break the losing streak." Outside 2-0. Oh, called a strike, 2-1. Lounge, there's a position player on the mound right now for the Braves. The 2-1. And lifted out to left center field. Harris on the run will make the catch. But the Mets had 2 more on the back-to-back homers from Alvarez and Beatty. We go to the 8th inning. It's 13-5. We have to balance this offense out over the series. Charles says, yes, all is well. Monitoring the tropical storm in the Atlantic. Who's next on the Mets to break the record if they what do you mean? Oh, like to catch Pete? I have maybe Nimmo? Nimmo might be next. Jonathan, you're repeating yourself, dude. Said I sent it twice. Yes, you did. You guys giving them that belt. That's correct. Is Lindor close? I have no idea, guys. You have to look it up. I'm in the middle of calling a game. Yeah, he's the most tenured Met, right? John, sorry I'm late. Happy for Pete. Please, let's finish this. Yeah, if you're just joining in and you missed it, guys, Pete Alonso in the 3rd inning tonight set the all-time Mets home run record. We'll come back over here. He hit 253 in the 3rd, but then he hit 254 later on. So my graphic here is already old, but yeah, 253 officially broke the record. Outside, 1-1. And that one ripped foul, 1-2. Need to take out Soto, Lindor, Nimmo. Yeah, rest stop. Agreed. Give these guys a couple innings off here. Soto should break it someday. Depends on if Pete stays. Swung on a miss, struck him out. Hagenman giving the Mets bullpen a much needed rest here. He calls you a prospect hugger. Okay. Oh, and he hit him. Alvarez gets hit. No kid in the booth. No, but they are opening up baseball cards. Mr. K is here. Am I seeing right? Yes. And not too far from 255 as well. Had a flyout that was out of 7 of 30 stadiums. Loud. Fouled off 0-1 here. We all have been through a lot. Hopefully this will be the spark. Thank you, John, and all the great Mets fans. LFGM. Congrats to Pete. This is powerful indeed. And a chopper foul. 0-2. And that one lined. But right to McNeil, throw over to first, not in time. 2 away. Guys opening up baseball packs and trying to figure out, oh, doesn't this guy just get traded? Fouled straight back, 0-1. He said Trevor Bauer. And that one popped up on the infield. McNeil will make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go bottom 8. Still 13-5 Mets. It'll be Pete Alonso leading off once again. If you have not been here, Pete Alonso tonight broke the Mets all-time home run number by passing Darryl Strawberry with 253, and then a few innings later, he upped it to 254. Your favorite strawman homer was off the clock in St. Louis. That still might be the biggest, the furthest home run ever hit, right? Oh, I gotta set up. We will set up everybody to redirect over to CP's channel tonight for Mets post game. At least I think he's going live. I got a notification saying he was going live. A bunch of people are live now, though. Once again, we will be live for all the games in this series. Over the weekend as well. Against Seattle. We might mix something in Saturday or Sunday afternoon. Because the Mets don't play till 7, so I'll check the MLB schedule. I'll check the NFL schedule. And maybe we'll do something else. Alonso, first pitch is outside. He showed bunt. And Alonso drives one foul. 1-1. And Alonso pops one out to shallow left. And no, it'll be caught on the run. 1 away. No, not. It's tough to hit. I think it's kind of tough. That's a cool scorecard to have there, kid. Nope, not this time. There weren't 2 outs. The Mets only score when there's 2 outs. And McNeil pops one up. The pitcher run over in foul territory will make the catch. That's an F1. That's an F1 in your scorecard. No, I am not a Giants fan. You couldn't pay me enough money to cover Giants games. Outside. Oh, got called a strike to Marte. And that one lined out the right, base hit. That'll bring up Mullins, who's 2 for 4 tonight. Natalie's here. What's up, Natalie? No, I'm not a Ranger fan either. Only New York teams I root for are St. John's, the Mets, and Jets. Natalie says, I decided to be here because the Mets are winning big time. You're from Staten Island? Outside, 2-0. Well, I grew up in Jersey, so when I became a Mets fan was 86, was the first year I saw. And Mullins hits one out to right. Brujan will make the catch. That'll retire the side. We go to the 9th inning. Mets up 13-5. Ronnie got 2 innings in him. Well, we only need 1. So why would you need 2? Once again, guys, 1 for humor, 1 for work. Very nice. Don't just up and leave when we're done. When I end the stream, it'll ask you if you want to redirect over to CP's channel. CP will have you covered with post-game. Make sure you spam the W's in the chat over on his channel. See, I'm going to bring up his YouTube channel right now, so I have it up. I'll grab something to eat and listen in. I don't really follow the NBA. Steve Cohen said he was going to be at Citi Field the next 3 days. That is correct. Raymond says, thanks, John. Let's finish it here. Charles says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. Chai says, I was at the game when Strawberry made a dent in the old scoreboard at Shea. Hagenman's still on the mound here. If he can finish this off, that'll really save the bullpen tonight. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Raw power. And he just had a classic swing, too, right? Outside, 1-1. If Hagenman can finish this one off, even though it's a 13-5 game, he gets a save. Fouled off, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Thought it was over in the fourth. That one lifted foul. Still 2-2. Jonathan says he wants an Atlanta broom. The 2-2. Up high, 3-2. They check down at third. No swing. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins will come running in. One away. Charles says, got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Why not pause now and give it a thumbs up? Thanks. Thank you for the 13 new subscribers tonight. Welcome in. Jimmy says, crazy thing. Mets have 2 7-game winning streaks and 2 7-game losing streaks. Swung on a missed, 1-1. I think it'll be Blackburn. I think it'll be Blackburn on Saturday. Charles' Tuesday night edition of MLB baseball coverage. Called strike 3, got him looking 2 away. And the Braves are down to their final out. For being an 18-run ball game, this game went by pretty quick. Jimmy says, wow, Brewers are never going to lose again. They could go, for all I care, they could go undefeated the rest of the way in the regular season. And their first playoff series will be done. So, I'm not worried about the Brewers. The 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Alan Joseph Kelly, welcome back. Great game, yep. Bounce in the dirt, 2-1. Oh, we gained a couple more there. Up to 15 new subs tonight. Welcome in. The 2-1. And outside, 3-1. Yep, thank you, Raymond. There's a strike, 3-2. And the Braves are down to their final strike. Citi Field crowd gets to its feet. The 3-2. Swung on a miss and the ball game is over. (13-5) Met win. Hagenman gets the save. Gets the save. The win snaps the 7-game losing streak. Big night tonight. Not only a 3-run home run from Nimmo, we get Alonso with the two home runs, a 2-run shot and a solo shot. Alvarez with 2 home runs, a 2-run shot, and a solo shot. Beatty hits a solo shot. Great stuff tonight. Yeah, put it in the books. It's been a while since we said that. So thank you all so much. Once again, we'll be back live tomorrow night for Game 2 of this series. When I end the stream, it's going to ask you if you want to redirect over to CP's channel. He'll have post-game for you tonight. Spam the W's in the chat when you go over. Tell him PAS sent you over. And we'll talk to everybody tomorrow night.